how to find a good business coach. You've probably come to realize that the people that succeed and that succeed in extraordinary ways and really quickly in business all have or have had worked with a business coach. If you didn't realize that, then that really is the case. You know, I struggled for years and years and years in business. I would try creating a business and it would fail. I'd try creating another business and it would fail. I'd try again and again and again. And it was only when I started working with coaches and coaches that had a little bit more of a business background and sort of deeper life experience that I began to really succeed. So in today's video, I'm going to go through what you need to do to make sure that you find the business coach that's going to get you to the next level. I am Dan Warburton, a transformational coach who's known for having enabled thousands of entrepreneurs and business owners to succeed in extraordinary ways. I've also got web spaces full of testimonials backing this up, and I'm often invited to speak to audiences of thousands around the world about what transformation makes possible. I now get to live an extraordinary lifestyle, and I want you to be able to experience the same. So how do you find a good business coach? Well, the problem is there's so many people out there that are now calling themselves a coach. So what does coach even mean? Well, let's retrace it and go back in time. Since the beginning of mankind has been leaning on the shoulders of, getting the advice of, and listening to other human beings for help when they're in distress, when they're struggling, or when they simply aspire to being more like the human being that they're seeing perform or do whatever it is that they also want to do. And so being a coach dates back thousands and thousands of years. And it's not always been called a coach. It's been called a swami, a guru, it's been called a master and mentor and coach. Mentor and coach are the more modern words for it. Mentor comes from the Latin word of minta, mind. And so it means to basically work with somebody on a level of mind. Now, what's the difference between a mentor and a coach? Okay, this is a very critical difference between the two, and it's going to make a lot of difference when it comes to you finding your perfect business coach. A mentor is basically a coach, but a coach that has already got or achieved the results that you want to achieve. And so what they do in essence is, in conversation, they enable you to firstly get clear at the goal that you want to achieve and to ensure that the goal is similar to what they've done and how they've done it. And then what they do is they check in with you on a regular basis to make sure that you're taking the same actions, doing the same thing with the same routines that enabled them before you to succeed in creating those results, so that then you can also create and generate the same results, whether that be with money, whether that can be with growing business or social enterprises, or becoming an entrepreneur and all these things. Now, can somebody who's not become successful, let's just speak about money and being a millionaire, a mentor that's going to help you become a millionaire would only be a mentor if they've already become a millionaire themselves. They can't mentor you to become a millionaire if they've not become a millionaire themselves. Now, a coach, on the other hand, what a coach does is they enable you to become aware of views and ways of thinking that aren't aligned with those results that you choose to create. For instance, I can coach you to become aware of why you procrastinate, of why you avoid. I can enable you to work out what the very most important next action is to take, and then empower you to take that action. Or enable you to break through the obstacles, which are always self-inflicted, that are the cause of procrastination and non-action, that's causing you to not take those actions. And once you break through that, then take those actions and then get those results. So when you're looking for a business mentor, you want to research them. You want to find out, Are they living the kind of lifestyle that you want to live? For instance, for me, I wake up when I want. I go to bed when I want. I travel all over the world. I get invited to speak to large audiences all over the world about what transformation and transformational coaching makes possible. I live a very, very free lifestyle. I'll admit, I'm not a millionaire yet, but I have enough money to do what I want, when I want, how I want, and I really do get to live an absolutely extraordinary free lifestyle. On the flip side, I also don't work many hours to earn the levels of money that I earn. I only have to work a few hours a week. In fact, I work a lot of hours each week, but because I love doing what I do. So for that reason, I am a mentor. I'm able to call myself a mentor of living a balanced, healthy, fulfilling lifestyle that has enough money to be able to do whatever you want and to earn that money in a way that you absolutely love and never settling for anything less and truly actually living that lifestyle. So that gives you an idea of what I can mentor you on and I can coach you on. And if you were to look at the testimonial section on my website, you can see many testimonials from people stating that their lives are transformed completely from receiving my transformational coaching. Do I have a coach? Do I have a mentor? Yes, I have both. I have a business and sort of spiritual balance and finance coach, and that's Master Eric Ho. And I also have an investment coach and investment mentor who is also a multimillionaire, that's Sean Sear. So I spend time with them constantly all the time. So again, you can see how even though I've got to the level that I'm at now, I'll never stop having a coach. I really very much believe that when we stop learning and we stop being coached, we've stopped growing, and we don't grow anywhere near at the level that we're capable of. So coming back to the inquiry, how do you find the perfect business coach for you? Or how do you find that good match with somebody that's going to guide you? A great way of doing this is go to free speaker events. Go and hear multimillionaire, highly successful speakers speak on stage. Hear about their stories, hear about what they do. But before you do that, research them before you get on stage, because as speakers, and we are highly, highly trained to inspire and, truth be told, manipulate you into buying our products and our services. Why do I say that whilst I'm smiling? Because the truth is that everybody manipulates. Right from a child, crying or screaming to get somebody's attention is manipulation. Quite often people will say, I love you, just so that then the person they've said I love you to says, I love you too in return. And if they don't say it back, they get frustrated and angry. And I'm one of the few coaches that you meet that takes pride in such honesty in saying all sales is manipulation, because it is. Whatever you think or whatever you say to that, that's your opinion and that's fine. That's my understanding of it. And as it comes to, is manipulation good or evil? It depends what your intent is behind it. If your intent is to have somebody enroll and register into buying your product or service, which genuinely impacts their lives in an amazing way and will make their lives a great way, then I would say that manipulation is a purely empowering and wonderful thing. If it's to have somebody do things that goes against their wishes and their will, but you manipulate them with fear and control and all these things to go and do these things that won't elevate the quality of their life in some way, then it's a dark and an evil thing. All that aside, back to it. How do you find your perfect business coach? So go to these speaker events, go and meet them, and find any way that you can to go and meet them and set up a call with them, or to set up a call with their staff. And then maybe if it's too much of a jump to go and invest that much money because you're not sure whether you trust them or not, then just buy some of their entry-level products. Most highly successful businesses and entrepreneurs that teach coaching, that offer coaching and mentoring, have entrance level products, and then you can buy those to see what they're like. Alternatively, just write to them and ask them if they'll give you 15 minutes to half an hour on the phone and say to them that you're genuinely interested in becoming one of their high level paying clients. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to then automatically go and register into it, but just doing that is going to give them the sense that you really are committed and that you're worth them giving them your time. At the end of it, it's up to you whether you work with them or not. And what I'd say is that the most wonderful coaches and mentors in the world, if you write to them, they'll be very loving and generous in return with you. If they won't give you their time in a call, they'll give you some amazing resources and they'll say, read that, study that. When you've done that, then come back to me. That's what I do. If anybody shows interest in wanting to really create and live the dream lifestyle like I've achieved and mastered, and they write to me and I really sense a passion in them to want to do that, but they're absolutely, have no money and they can't do it, then I will give them resources, or I'll refer to them onto another coach that I think is great or best suited for them. So the fastest way that you're going to find your best business coach is really two things. First, research them on the internet. Secondly, go out and see them, hear them. And thirdly, get in conversation with them, because it's only by getting in conversation with them can you sense whether they really have your interest at heart. By reading their testimonials from their previous clients, you get a sense of, are they more about them and them making money, or are they more about them and truly serving the world and humanity and making the world a better place? That's the thing that you're really looking for in a business coach who's going to be the right fit for you. Because if they have that, then they're all about serving and completely over delivering on their commitment and making sure that you succeed in an extraordinary way. That is certainly my commitment as a transformational coach. I eat, breathe, sleep seeing people succeed, because I struggled so much for so many years and I don't want other people to go through what I did. So if you learned something new from this video today, then do hit that subscribe button. And this is the first part of a 5-part series where I'm going to be taking you through everything coaching, transformational coaching and mentoring. See you in a future episode, and remember, dream the dream, choose the dream, live the dream. Cheers.